Time for Danxis, and Ritifa is here. Let me just switch this, and then we'll be good to go. Alright. Oops. My bad. There we go. Alright. So here we go. Into the Chasm of the Abyss. This area is relatively short, so we should be able to get to the boss of this area pretty quickly. Dang it. Dang lizard. There we go. Okay. It's been a while since I played this area though, so I might have to take it a little bit slow. So we're near the end, right? Yeah, we have this boss. Oh, there's a magician, magic one that uses magic. Okay. All right. Yes, we have the boss of this area, which is the last boss of the DLC, and then the only one left. After that is the final boss of the whole game. Which, I think I mentioned this last stream, but these two bosses are actually the two bosses that give me the most trouble. So, I'm hoping that it doesn't take me too many tries. I was also thinking that same thing about Kalameet, though, and I'm pretty sure I got Kalameet in one try. Let me get my souls before... Thank you. Alright guys. If you want to come back here, that's totally great. Oh man. Oh, damn. Hype. I'm also pretty hype. I still have the, yeah. The only things I have equipped are the Estus Flask and the Silver Pendant. And that's for a good reason. The last boss of the DLC tends to use dark magic, so having the Silver Pendant equipped is a good. It is a good. I just hope that I'll be able to use it at the appropriate times. It takes the wind up is, oh, I got the bloated head armor. I guess I'll just put that on just to show you. The wind up for the Silver Pendant's kind of funky. Yeah, I have the bloated head and the bloated sorcerer head. So yeah, it's got my bloated head. And then the bloated sorcerer head looks like this. So, definitely not as attractive as the swab. Put that on real quick. There it is. Beautiful swab. But still, you know, interesting. There's the humanities. Look at this dude. Is this it? I know that... Oh, I should stop doing that. I keep forgetting that the... Oh, shoot. keep forgetting that the kick for the like this, when you have this equipped, it's different. So I guess I have to go down here now. These guys aren't too bad. They just are kind of look at the way he floats around. They're just kind of weird the way they move around, so it's kind of hard to sometimes get them. All right, maybe I'll just excuse me. All right, just gonna walk past you guys a little bit if that's okay. All right. You know, I don't think that I'm going the right way. Oh, hi. Actually, I think I am going the right way. There's a way to go up there if she doesn't come down, but this is the right way. Over here. It's usually good to go up there and get her though, so she doesn't shoot magic at you the whole time you're coming down this little pillar thing. There it is. That's the boss fog. Go this way real quick and get an item in here. Oh, what are you doing? They look like the ghost types in Lavender Tower before you get the soul scope, if that makes sense. It does. Or, that does make sense, and you're right. They do look like that. The frickin', especially the one, like, when you get to the top, and it's got that, like, creepy looking face. It's like, oh, you know, it's Cubone's mother, but you don't know that because you don't have the soul scope, so it's just like a spooky looking ghost. On subsequent tries, you could just ignore all these boys and just run straight for the door, but while I'm here, first time, might as well. We'll do this. I also have something I'm considering if I get to a point where I'm like, you know, if I get to the, like, near the end and I die, and I was like, oh man, I could have really used like one more Estus flask. I'm thinking I might just go back to the kiln of the first flame and sit at that bonfire and then come right back here, because then I have 20 Estus flasks. But this is it. This is the boss. You can actually go over here, and those red dots right there are from him, the final boss of this area. You can actually cheese him if you bring like a bunch of arrows. You can actually just like shoot. You can just kill him, I'm pretty sure. You can just keep shooting him and kill him before you even go in there. But I'm gonna try and do it normally. Wish me luck, Tims. That's the same hand that dragged me into this place in the first place. You dang old dingle. Here he is. Manus, Father of the Abyss. Been a while since I fought him, so it might take me a little bit to get used to his patterns again. Shoot. Damn it. That's a bad attack to get hit by. Does a lot of damage. It didn't do as much damage as last time. Oh! During his second phase, he also has more attacks which is always fun. And if you get too far away from it, if you like touch the edges of the arena, you take damage. Camera angle always gives me. Uh-oh. Okay, here's some of the magic I was talking about. So he's in range to start using his magic. Damn it! There's one attack in particular that I basically have the pendant for. He hasn't used it yet. Is it this one? It's not this one. Although that one can be a pain as well, as you just saw. Should have dodged that. Should have rolled. And that's going to be my end. Beat the Dingle! So that wasn't too bad. I got him a little bit below half. That was just a little bit of bad dodging on my part. So we actually... Can I can't go to, I can't just go to the kill on the first flame. I don't want to go in there with just 5 though, so I'll at least go back to Firelink Shrine and get 10. Beat the Dingle! That was just a test run. That was just shaking the rust off, you know what I mean? Let's see if I can remember the other way that I used to go. Yeah, just ignore those, because I've already done that. I usually don't ignore him, because he'll just follow you. So just kill him. But I don't fall. That's one of the things I don't do. Is it here? There's a hidden wall somewhere over here. I wanted to show you, but I don't know where it is anymore, I guess. It's nothing, you know, entirely essential. Just a neat little thing to show off if I could find it. Is it over there? Oh, it's right here. This is illusionary. Yeah, but you don't take any damage when you fall. And you're like, what the heck? Oh! We've seen her before. What's she leading us to? I gotta deal with this spooky ghost boy real quick. Oh, alright. She's over there now. Oh yeah, she leads you past one of the shortcuts too. Is this it? Yeah. Let me hit the shortcut. I don't remember where this one drops off. Is this the one right near Artorias? Yeah, it is. Ma'am? Where are you going? There we go. Just get a little bit of Retifah in the meantime. There. So she led us to this illusionary wall. And we're like, what the heck? What's going on over there? I don't need to. Away from me. I don't need to have my shield for these guys. Their hitboxes are weird. Maybe she's taking you to the nearest Celerenda castle. Look who it is! Now you get the Cleansing Great Shield, which is Artorias' shield. Oh, shish. So yeah, that's a really cool thing that I was considering doing. I was considering doing this out of order to show off what that does. Oh, hello. Zacian came back. So if you do that, if you do this section before you fight Sif, you get a special like little bit to the cutscene for, excuse me, Black Flame. You get a special little like addition to the cutscene where you go to fight him, where he like jumps down and he like pins you to the ground and he sniffs you, and it's like implied that he recognizes you as the one who like saved him during this, because this takes place in the past, which is sad because then he has to fight you anyway. Hello. Take a sip quick. But it's also interesting little lore that Sif is here in the first place with Artorias' shield, and it's kind of implied that Artorias came down here to try and fight Manus, but then was corrupted by the Abyss. So, you know, his last like act of sane like thoughts was to enchant his shield and give it to Sif to protect him. So that's like where he was when we found him, which is, you know, it's a sad thing, but still a good note for Artorias' legend to end on. And I'm wearing Artorias' armor when I'm gonna end Manus, so it'll be in his name. Damn it! That attack keeps catching me. I gotta find a... The only real way that I know 100% to avoid that attack is just to not be close enough to it when he does it. Best way to do damage is to be close enough to hit him. So it's a little bit of a double-edged sword. Oops, that's not what I want. Damn it, I need to dodge later than I am. I need to wait a second when that happens to dodge. Damn it. Let's see your combat times. Second. Too close to the edge. Try not to go. Oh my god! I don't remember that doing that much damage. I used it correctly. Did you see that? I'm actually surprised that I did that. Oops, that's not right. That's wrong. That's the attack that I basically have the pendant for. It's really hard to dodge that attack if you're not close enough to him. So it's a weird balance of trying to be far enough away from him to dodge that one attack and close enough to him to dodge the circle magic. Well, couldn't watch it again. There we go. I finally remembered that time. Oh shit. I did okay. So that's a way that I can avoid it in the future. Oh, come on, man. That's not fair. Okay. So I have another way of dodging that. Which is sweet. I did not know you could do that. Oh, you turd. Tames, I did it! Yes! Ah, yes. So I guess the first one really was a test run. Oh man. That feels good. That reminds me of a thing that I learned about Kingdom Hearts 1 the other day. Apparently some cutscenes play differently depending on which world you beat first. I did not know that. Thank you, James. I appreciate it. I feel good. I feel good. So as you can see, Manus had captured Dusk, which was the woman that we met to access the DLC in the first place, and then we talked to her to leave this place. But I didn't know that there was a bonfire here. I'm gonna light the bonfire first. One little fancy thing that I wanted to mention before I talked to Dusk was if you rescue Sif and then come right before Manus's boss fog in human form, you can actually summon Sif to fight with you, which I thought was really neat. But as I talk to Dusk here, can you think of any examples of different cutscenes that play differently when you visit certain worlds? Were there any that impressed you? The way you're like, oh crap, I didn't know that happened. That's really cool. I actually don't know if talking to her actually does anything right here. I think she just kind of makes noise. Yeah, I think we just have to warp back to the mushroom lady that we first talked to when we first got here. Let's see. That would be, I think, the Ulaso Sanctuary is where she is. Yep. Mushroom Lady, I saved Dusk.
I have awaited thee. Thou hast rescued Princess Dusk and rid us of that terrible primeval human, even halting the spread of the abyss. I salute the grandeur of thine enterprise. Please allow me to express my gratitude. I thank thee, as do we all.
And she gives you Elizabeth's mushrooms, which are a very nice healing item.
I will remember thee, but I will keep thy story to myself. This is the best way, for thou art come from a time far ahead. No one will sing thy praises, but yet thy greatness shall live on, for it shall be my purpose to remember all thou hast done for us.
As I thought,
may the flames guide thee.
A fancy way of explaining why no one recognizes you, if that makes sense. Like if you're the one that comes to the past, if you're the one that comes to the past and kills Manus and stops the spread of the abyss, why doesn't anybody remember you when you go back to the future, or back to the present, whatever? It's because people attribute the stopping of the abyss to Artorias, because that's the way that the story would give the most hope to people, if that makes sense. Having people know the truth that Artorias actually fell to the abyss would tarnish his legacy. So no one wanted that. Which I thought was a neat little detail. Let's see. The one I remember is beating Neverland before Monstra. When Sora sees Riku with Pinocchio, Sora doesn't ask about Kairi since he just saw her on Hook's ship. Wow. Also, you can beat Leon and Traverse Town at the beginning of the game, which gets you a slightly different cutscene. I had heard that you could beat Leon. I guess it doesn't matter. Tams, I have to talk to this gross thing, so you can avert your eyes for a second. I heard that you could beat Leon at the beginning of the game. I've never been able to do it. Have you, Tames? But that's neat that they code in different possibilities depending on what you do and what order. I like that. I've always liked those little neat little touches that the developers bother to code in. I'm leaving the chat. I'm sorry, Tams. That's the last time we should have to see him, though. get my 20 Estus. And Thames, we are on our way to the final boss and to the end of this playthrough. In all the times that you've played Kingdom Hearts 1, have you ever been able to beat Leon in Traverse Town? Which one has these quirky secrets that the later games just don't have? I wonder why. I wonder why they didn't keep doing that for the later games. I guess I don't need this anymore. I like it though. I think I'll just keep it. Never have. Yeah, I've never been able to do it either. I haven't really put too much effort into it usually though. I think actually the strat in Kingdom Hearts speedruns is to just have him kill you as soon as possible. God almighty. There's a video on, you may have seen it before, but there's a video of one of the past GDQs where a guy does a, pretty sure it's a level 1 critical run, a speed run of the Kingdom Hearts 2 data fights. It's super interesting to watch, like the different strategies they use and how, like why they use certain things and like how. I think there's something called like damage indexing or something that they have to use, which is basically like they can't do too much damage all at once or else the boss will like immediately retaliate and just waste time. Oh! Goodbye. And I've never noticed how much wind there is here. Pretty sure that video is also the kind of funny, like right towards the beginning, because I think something like weird happens to the runner that he's never seen before, and he accidentally says a swear, and everyone's like, "Oh!" I'm at peace with the fact that I'll never 100% a Kingdom Hearts game, so I refuse to go through those data fights. But you could do, you could 100% Kingdom Hearts 1, right? That doesn't have any data fights. I think Kingdom Hearts 1 would probably be the most like realistic to 100%. I don't even know how close I got in both Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Those two were the ones that I spent the most time with. I think I got pretty close in each one. I think the only things that I didn't really mess with in either one of them was like the gummy ship crap. I just, no, not a fan of all that. It has Sephiroth, so... well, that's true. Sephiroth was a pain in my buns. Let me go ahead and just drink that. So, this is the entrance to the final boss, Tames. This, I think I mentioned this in an earlier Dark Souls stream, but everybody kind of has their like random boss that gives them problems, even though they're not like technically, like objectively, not very hard. That's this boss for me. Everyone else in the Dark Souls community doesn't have any problems with this guy at all, but for some reason he just gives me an issue every time I fight him. This is like my boss that is like, you have problems with him, really? And I'm like, yeah, I know, it's weird. But one of the other things that I really, like, absolutely 100% love about this fight is the music that plays during it. The music that plays during this fight is one of my favorite songs in all of Dark Souls, and it's definitely my favorite song in all of Dark Souls 1. So probably during my first fight with him, I'm not going to say anything, just to let the music play. Thank you, James. Hopefully I only have one fight with him, but we will see. So here we go. Not what I expected, but still really fitting for a final boss theme. I think so too. I really, really like it. And that, I guess it didn't really live up to the hype I was giving it, my difficulty-wise. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I've played Dark Souls 1 so many times. These particular bosses are, don't give me as much trouble as I think they do in my mind. But this is actually, Tames, one last decision that I need your help with in Dark Souls 1. So Dark Souls 1 has two different endings. Now that we've gotten to the point where we fought Gwyn, the Lord of Cinder, I didn't mean it to. I was also actually not really expecting it. I wasn't expecting it to be that easy either. I was fully expecting to have much more problems with it than that. I almost died. I got really close to dying there towards the ending half. I was like a couple, like one hit away from, like one graze. Not even a full hit, one graze away from death. But I did it, thankfully. But we fought Gwyn, the Lord of Cinder. So it's now our choice whether we want to link that bonfire and continue the Age of Fire, or we want to leave out that door right there and we want to usher in the Age of Darkness. So Thames, what do you think? Should we link the bonfire and continue Gwyn's legacy and continue the Age of Fire? Or should we forsake all that and start the Age of Darkness? We joined Gwyn's Covenant, right? We're actually part of the Gravelord Servants, which is Nito's Covenant, and the only reason I joined that was to get the Gravelord Sword, which is the sword we used for the first, well, the like 80% of this playthrough. Gwendolyn's Covenant, the one we saw last playthrough, that was the one where they were protecting Anne Orlando. There's also the Princess Guard, which is Gwyn's two daughters, Darkness. All right, Tams, I'm gonna need one more final confirmation. You want to go with the Age of Darkness? You wanna leave and usher in the Age of Darkness? Submit to darkness. Alright, let's do this. I'm gonna nonchalantly saunter over to usher in the Age of Darkness.
Bless thy safe return. Let Karth and Fravt serve your highness. We are here to serve your highness. Let the true God be cast upon the world.
But Tames, maybe I got the Dark Lord trophy, and this song is actually really nice too. This is the credits theme. But now they serve us, Tames. Now Ritifa is the Lord. Ritifa is the Dark Lord. So all those things, they'd have to do what we say. So if we want, it's not worth it. If we want, we can just be like, hey, I don't want to see your face and get out of here. And they'd have to do it. And that was, then I ordered them to leave. Out of here, snake boys. Lord Ritifa commands you to leave. So that was Dark Souls 1. That was Ritifa's journey through Dark Souls 1. His journey will obviously continue throughout the rest of the Soulsborne series, leading into Dark Souls 2. I hope you enjoyed Thames. Man, thanks. This really is a beautiful game. I think so too, man. I feel like, you know, the mystique of Dark Souls is, everyone, oh, it's the most difficult game ever. It's not, it's not fun because it's so hard. Good work. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. But I feel like if they gave it a chance, they could see these really nice, like, touching parts of the game. Really sweet, beautiful music. And it's just really good overall. Like, I really like the level design, the enemy design's really good. I mean, it has some silly parts, like the swab, obviously, but you gotta have a little bit of silliness in there. It's just, I really like this game. I love this game. It means a lot to me. So I'm really glad that I was able to share it with you guys, and you guys were able to join me throughout this journey. That also, what's the word I'm looking for? That feeling is also mutual for the rest of the Soulsborne games, so I'm excited to go through those with you as well. This is just part 1 of I guess 5 parts, because it'd be Dark Souls 1 through 3, Bloodborne, and then finishing off this with the Demon Souls remake when that finally comes out. So, 1 down, 4 more to go. Also, Thames, here's another quick question for you. We could, if you're down for it, I'm totally down for it as well. But I understand if you want to hit the hay. We could, like, start Dark Souls 2 right now. Just do a little bit of it. Maybe just get to the first boss. And then stop. But that's totally up to you. I'm down with it if you are, but I don't want you to feel pressured into saying yes. So whatever you want is what we'll do. Just let me know. But that does conclude our journey through Dark Souls 1. I think it'll ask me in a second if I want to go to New Game Plus. I'll probably say no, because you can stay in New Game, or you can move straight to New Game Plus, I think. Or you might have to go to the bonfire. Oh no, you go straight into New Game Plus. I thought you didn't have to.
Yes, indeed.
Indeed. I'll get to a bonfire though. Just so we can rest. We can have Ritifa rest easy. It might be better to start fresh with everybody next week. That's a good idea. I'm gonna get Ritifa to a bonfire so he can rest easy. The Dark Souls 1 iteration of Ritifa, his journey is over. And there he is. A well-earned rest for our hero Ritifa. His another iteration of Ritifa will take up the banner in Dark Souls 2, but that will occur. Wait, so the game didn't even go back to the title screen before starting New Game Plus? That seems strange. Yeah, I thought maybe this is a change that the remastered version makes, but I thought that you went back to Firelink Shrine and then you had to like manually choose to go to New Game Plus. But maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm getting that mixed up with one of the other Dark Souls games. Because evidently we just saw that it immediately put you into New Game Plus in this version. So I don't know. It's weird. I agree with you. That's a weird choice. But you know, Dark Souls is kind of a weird game in general. But yeah, I'm sorry that some of the earlier parts of the stream today were kind of glitchy. The very beginning of Sleeping Dogs and the ending of WWE kind of were glitchy and crashy. And then I also apologize for that long detour in Sleeping Dogs, that stupid ass side quest, but it's done now, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. But yeah, next week I think we'll go back to our regularly scheduled structure, meaning that we'll start off with Sleeping Dogs, do a normal amount of time with Sleeping Dogs, and then we'll move into Dark Souls 2. We got through it though. We did. Thank you for sticking with me. You and Kelvin made it better. It made it sting less when you guys were here. When I finally when I finally got through it, it was less bitter. Thanks to you boys. So thank you. I really hope you enjoyed Dark Souls 1. I really enjoyed sharing it with you. Really excited to get into Dark Souls 2. I know you know pretty much nothing about it, and I think I have a special place in my heart for Dark Souls 2, which I probably, if you remind me, I'll share it with you. That little, like, tiny little story next week. If I haven't already told the story, I probably have. But yeah, we'll leave Dark Souls 1 Ritifa. we'll leave Dark Souls 1 Ritifa here to rest. He has earned this rest. His journey is over with, and the journey of Dark Souls 2 Ritifa will begin next week. So thank you for being here, Tames. Thank you everybody else that was here at any point during the stream. Thanks for popping in. Savannah was here, Nate was here, Kelvin was here, Papa Hovytail, thank you. Anyone else that popped in and didn't say anything, thank you. So, hope you guys have a great weekend. During the time this is recorded, it is currently Labor Day weekend, so hope you have a great Labor Day weekend. Hope you have a great week. Just hope you have a great life. I need to keep a list of all the different Ritifas. You know, that's a really good idea. So what we have: Dark Souls 1 Ritifa, we have Tony Hawk Ritifa, and we have WWE Ritifa. So we have 3 iterations so far. And then we're going to have 4 next week with the Dark Souls 2 Ritifa. So we need to keep a list. That's a good idea. I'll write it down. But you can also write it down if you want, just so we can cross-reference our lists, just to make sure we don't miss any Ritifas. But yes, that's a good idea. I'm actually going to write that down as soon as I end the stream. So, thank you just for everything. Thanks for just being here with me during the whole thing. And I'm excited to see the Ritifa multiverse expands. Yes, it does. I'm glad that we have a recurring character for our streams. I love that. Now we just need, because Ritifa has been in my stream and it's been in your stream, or I guess she's been in your stream. So we need a version of Ritifa to be in Kelvin, Alex, and Nate's stream as well. Whenever Alex starts, but we need also Kelvin and Nate. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. Hope you'll join me next week. I'm excited to do another stream next week. For anybody watching this, I guess in the future, if I can speak correctly, catch Nate's stream, Vitaku Legend, on Wednesdays. Catch Kelvin's on Thursdays. Kel L 626, I believe. Catch Tames's on Fridays, James T Design, and then I'm on Saturday, Johnny Slow Jeans. You can also catch my past streams at Johnny Slow Jeans YouTube. And I think that's it. So, thanks again. The 100th time I've said thanks, but I mean it truly. So, have a great night. Have a great weekend. Love you guys. Goodbye.